Uh, this is the fresh and funky. This is the fresh and motherfucking funky. That's who I am. That's how I get down. This is Easter Sunday here. We're gonna have a nice wrap up of sports here. We're gonna go through the week of my betting, and we're gonna break it down. We're gonna go through some sports today. We're gonna, take our time today. Have a nice special talk here. We won't try to get no politicalness here. We won't get into no COVID news and none of that stuff here. We're just gonna have a nice, relaxed, enjoyable day, and just celebrate and enjoy it with the people that you love and the ones that care for you. I'm not here to talk about the people that don't like you or the people that want us all. No. Today we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna celebrate not because of the Easter Bunny, not because Jesus rose from a tomb, if that's what you believe. I don't believe that. I mean, I believe that Jesus rose and Jesus will do a lot of things, but I don't think Jesus is magically a fucking genie in a lamp that just, oh my gosh, I just need to just, not do nothing in my life and poof, my life is going to be perfect and there's not going to be any obstacles and I'm not going to have to do nothing. Now that is just stupidity, in my opinion. And the same people in the sense of religion have the same ideology thinking as the people that are politician loving. You believe in people that don't believe in you. They only believe in what their ideology wants them to believe, and they continue to use people for so long. But people are generally nice or get along people, and they just. I'm not saying you're bad for it, but don't expect to feel bad or people to feel sorry for you because you know you thought this was the way to life, and it's not the way in the life. And you know we have to understand that, and we have to come together as people, and we have to figure out what's the best solution for everybody, not for white people or Mexican people or black people or African American people or heterosexual, non-binary gender. You're a fucking mammal, you're a fucking transhuman, you're a fucking whatever the hell you want to identify with still does not make up what kind of person you are, and the accountability that you should have. We don't have accountability in this life or in this world. So therefore, this is why our world is in this descent and is descended into this place, because we have no checks and balances, because we don't have no people that want to check people. We don't want people that want to balance people. That's the world we're living in. Now you can sit here and say it's because these people or that people and this, but you're missing the point. You're missing the point. You're getting yourself caught up into things that it doesn't matter. I mean, it's just like sports. Sports, we're getting in this matter about, well, all these athletes, they don't get paid enough money, and get paid enough money. A lot of these motherfuckers get paid 500, $300 million, and all they're doing is catching and throwing a football. Now, I'm not trying to marginalize these people and say, well, they don't they don't do great things. Yeah, some of them go out there and the goodness of their heart and how they are as a person, how they personally carry themselves, and go out there and try to better this life. But we got a lot of people that you know rather talk shit, throw shade, gossip, muckrakers, which is back in the days, and it just seems like it just doesn't matter what is the truth anymore. It's what the public fucking opinion is the truth and the way in the life, and that's the problem we have today. And we're never going to get to that situation because people don't think that there is a problem. Only segments of the people think that there's a problem. The other, it's just blinded and jaded to, it's like we're rooting for the wrong things and the wrong reasons. We're being persecuted and manipulated and killed in the wrong ways. But then we're looking to people that to kind of champion and stand up and try to get other people to understand and see the peripheral light. But most people don't want to see the peripheral light. They want to be in the what? They want to be in the dark. They want to be in the dark all the time. Now, I can't help you if you want to be in the dark and you want to be a fucking ostrich and put your head in the sand and like, well, it doesn't matter who's right or wrong. It doesn't matter, it just doesn't matter. You too are part of the problem. See, that's what we don't want to get to. We want to get up in here and talk about sports, talk about And so I get up on here and talk sports, but I want to talk about things that are relevant and things that have validity, things that we got NBA basketball, playoff basketball right now. The fucking Miami Heat is basically taking it to the Atlanta Hawks. Yesterday we had the Golden State Warriors basically take care of business at home. We had the 76ers taking care of business at home. And the Raptors lost Scotty Barnes. You had the Minnesota Timberwolves on the road beating the Memphis Grizzlies. And then you had, of course, the first game. You had first game. Oh yeah. We had the what was the first game that we had yesterday? Hold on, let me go look at my. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank here. Oh yeah, the Jazz. That's what it was. That's what it was. That's what it was yesterday. Oh, I don't even know why. 16th there. There we go. Sorry, I was already messing up my own shit. But yeah, the Jazz and the Mavericks, and the Jazz ended up winning that game without Luka Doncic. But let's talk about how the Pelicans, they're playing today. They got into the playoffs, and how their last game when they had played Clippers, Paul George got coronavirus, and it's just kind of weird, to see like last year was like an epidemic, and then this year, you had some guys early on in the season, and but then towards the end of the season, All Star break, really didn't really hear about guys getting the COVID, and now baseball too. You got guys, on the Seattle Mariners, Mitch Haniger, it's got the COVID, guys, got the COVID, and just to me, it's this control. And people ask, is the money? No, absolute money does not corrupt. Ultimate power corrupts and corrupts people. Because see, if you have the power, you have the power to control the money. You have the power to control who eats and who sleeps and all that. So really, is it about the control of the money? No, it's about the control of power. So you could dictate who who stays on top, who stays on bottom, who's getting screwed, who gets fucked. And that's how it's always been. I don't care what party, the Whig party, this party, that party. We could go and see. We could go and see and break down history to people, and you could start you start connecting the dots like on Pee Wee Herman. It's like playing Pee Wee's Playhouse up in here and connect the fucking dots here, and people still don't care. And that's what I want to speak about today is people don't care. You could get up here and you could speak the truth to them all day long, and you could tell them, and then they don't believe it, and then they'll argue with you, and then act like you're the idiot and you're the dumbass, and then yada yada yada. All for the sake of argument, all the sake for who's right and who's wrong. Is that why we're living this world? Is that why we're living in life? To find out who's right or wrong? Just like a sports argument. I mean, do I give a shit if I win a sports argument over somebody else? And do I want to be right or wrong? Do I want to be always right more than I'm wrong against other people? No. But you got to have, you have to have facts and you have to have things that back up and support your theory or what and what you're trying to prove. There has to be there has to be something that it's just like money. Money isn't shit if you just print money. It's just paper. It's like toilet paper. You might as well print out $100 bill toilet paper and wipe your ass with it. But the money is only worth something because there's a value that backs it. You know, and that's the thing. There has to be value in our lives, but most of us don't value that. Most of us are just out here running around with a chicken with a head cut off. But we're gonna get in. We're gonna get into these. Well, let's get into. Let's look into some games right now here. Then we're gonna look into the. We're going to look at. We're going to look at. We are going to look at this. We're going to look at this sports. All right, so we got some early morning baseball here. We got in the bottom of the third here. Toronto leads 3-0 over the A's. The San Francisco Giants lead over the Cleveland Guardians 4-0 in the top of the fifth. Top of the fourth, Arizona and the Mets are 0-0. We go to the top of the fourth where the Phillies are getting beat down in Miami 5-0. We got early basketball right now. We got the end of the third quarter here where we have the Miami Heat taking care of the Atlanta Hawks 86-60 here. And me and my friends, we talked about it yesterday. We were talking about, well, which team has a good chance of, what team has a chance to get swept out here. And right now, I mean, it's looking like, Toronto's hurt a little bit, so I don't know. I mean, they look like they could probably get swept out here. Atlanta, Atlanta, Trick or Trade can't, get no help out there. They're gonna get swept out here too. And we got top of the sixth, the Yankees and Baltimore Orioles are 0-0. Then we have the Nats and the Pirates. It's 3-0 in the bottom of the fourth. We have the Rays in the top of the second, up 4-0 against the Chicago White Sox. We have in the bottom of the second, we have Milwaukee up 3-0 against the Cardinals. In the bottom of the first, we have the Anaheim Angels leading 1-0 over the Rangers. In the bottom of the fifth, we have 0-0 score between Boston Red Sox at home taking on the Minnesota Twins. So yeah, that's your that's our scores for the it's the scores for the day here. But yeah, we're gonna get into this. It is 89-65 here. So Miami is up by 24 points right now. I mean, we knew this was gonna happen here. It was one of those. So we know Miami's probably gonna take this series either by 4-1 or definitely 4-0 here. Because Atlanta is without John Collins, and that hurts a lot. And then before the last game that they played Cleveland, Clint Capella got hurt, so that's two big guys that your team's definitely gonna need because those guys play an impact on playing defense, but also they can score points and it just makes it a harder matchup. But see, Atlanta now they have to rely on Ocheki Awongwu And some of these other guys that no disrespect, but these guys aren't the guys that are going to get Atlanta to move on to the next round, especially playing against Miami, which Miami's got mostly all their guys back. Most all their players are healthy. Kyle Lowry's healthy. You got Jimmy Bucket's healthy. You got Tyler Hero. You got Bam Adebayo. You got Victor Oladipo. I mean, they got some other young guys pieces on the team like Caleb Martin and Max Struss. They got Duncan Robinson. They're ready. I mean, yeah, everybody laughed at the Miami Heat last year and said, "Well, they sucked. Ha ha ha. They just some sorry ass bubble team." Well, they got the number one seed this year. They outright won the East, and I don't know. I mean, if they could stay, in my opinion, if they could stay healthy and they could stay firing on all cylinders, you got Eric Spoelstra and you got Pat Riley running this, organization and the team. They're always going to be in contention as long as Pat Riley's still there and Eric Spoelstra here. They're gonna continue on. They got Udonis Haslam up there coaching as well. So they're gonna be a tough out here. They're gonna be tough out here when it comes to the Eastern Conference playoffs. And especially if Atlanta doesn't show up, it's going to be even easier, and they're going to have a lot of time to wait. All right, so the next game we got coming up here at 12:30 Pacific time. It will be on ABC. We have the Brooklyn Nets versus the Boston Celtics. Obviously, must-watch basketball here on Easter here. You got, the Celtics are at home. They're the number 2 seed. They're going to be without Robert Williams. That's going to be a big factor, as far as shot blocking is concerned for the Boston Celtics, because you're going to be going up against, Kevin Durant. You're going to be going up against, Kyrie Irving. You're going to be going up against, Seth Curry. You're going to be going up against these other guys that, and maybe we'll see Ben Simmons. I don't know. Maybe we'll see Ben Simmons either this series or maybe next series. I don't know. Don't ask me about Ben Simmons. I don't know nothing about the guy. Except the guy who played for Philadelphia and then got traded and he's not playing and he's not playing now. And he was supposedly unhappy with the way he was treated in Philadelphia. Now you're moved on to Brooklyn, but you still have the same problems and issues. I understand people have mental problems and mental health is a big thing that we have to deal with in society. It doesn't matter if you're a basketball player, you're a president, you're a military general, you're a cop, you're a firefighter, or you're just some regular old Joe like myself. It doesn't matter. We all deal with different issues and different things in different ways. Some people, know how to treat it and deal with it in a correct manner, and other people just try to mask the problem and try to, I don't know, make it go away. I guess I don't know. But definitely Brooklyn Nets and the Celtics here. It's gonna be a good series. I think definitely uh, any of the series I could see maybe going 6 to 7 games. I definitely could see this Brooklyn Nets and the Boston Celtics, unless like I said, unless Channing Tatum gets hurt, Jaylen Brown gets hurt, then that's I mean I don't know. And if Brooklyn you know starts to struggle a little bit here or whatever, I mean I don't know. Definitely going to be good playoff basketball to watch here coming up. Then we have at 3:30 Pacific time here, we have the Chicago Bulls visiting the defending champions, the Milwaukee Bucks here. So I'm a believer that the Bucks are going to win this series, probably 4-2. That's just my guess. I love my Bulls, but without Lonzo Ball, this Bulls team is having a hard time. It's having a hard time getting the wins down the stretch. Just being able to play top quality basketball. I mean, we were sitting at the fourth or fifth spot, and I mean, we got knocked down a bit. Yeah, there was some points where we were even up at the 2 or 3, but then that fell down. So I just see today. Today I took the Bulls plus the 10.5. I think the Bulls can at least try to make it a game, at least hopefully. Last time the Bulls and Milwaukee met before the playoffs here, it was not even a close game. Milwaukee ended up winning by like 20. And then we have, last but not least, at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 Eastern here, we have the New Orleans Pelicans we should say they're the Cinderella Pelicans and made it into the playoffs. Taking down the likes of the San Antonio Spurs, beating out the Lakers to get to where it's at right now. Then beat the Spurs and then also beat the Los Angeles Clippers. So I think it's going to be a heck of a game here. A heck of a game. I think Phoenix definitely is going to be ready for the challenge, and they're definitely going to be up to par and speed. But I think New Orleans is going to hang a little bit here. They're going to hang a little bit. Maybe not in the series, but at least game one, I think they can at least, because just the way New Orleans has been playing, and Phoenix, they're also the runners up from last year. So many people thought Phoenix was going to be a fluke, and oh well, the Suns aren't shit. They're not going to win the West, and what did they do? They get the number one seed out the West. So, so we're definitely going to see in that game. I also took the Pelicans plus the 10.5. I took Brooklyn on the money line. I took the Miami Heat money line. So that's as far as my NBA bets go. See my my MLB bets right now. Let's go look at here. My MLB bets right now here. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. It's 3-0. I picked the A's on the money line. I got A's money line. I have the under 8 runs and the Yankees and Orioles. I have the under 11 runs in the Cubs and Rockies and the Braves money line. So right now, the only one that's jeopardizing my parlay right now is the Oakland Athletics. They're down 3-0, so hopefully they can come back. It's the bottom of the fourth. Hopefully they don't give any runs up in the fourth. Here, go to the fifth, and maybe get some runs or so. Get the big dub. We're going to the bottom of the sixth with the Yankees and the Orioles. It's 0-0. So, and then Cubs are tipping off here at 12:10 here in about 9 minutes. And then I got the 5 o'clock. We got the 4 o'clock game here. And the only game that got postponed today because of rain was Detroit Tigers, 4-5 against the 3-5 Kansas City Royals. Game got rained out. Getting a lot of rain there. Let's see. Let's see. Blue Jays announcer. Buck Martinez is taking leave of absence after he's been diagnosed with cancer. And the Japanese phenom, Roki Saki, removed from the second straight perfect game in the eighth here. Fresh off a perfect game, he throws 8 perfect frames before being pulled. Man, I've been telling you, are we gonna see this phenom, this Saki pitch in the Major League Baseball? It would be pretty awesome here. The Reds' Hunter Green, the rookie, throws record number of 100-mile-an-hour pitches in the second start, according to the MLB historical record there against the Dodgers here. And Dodgers manager Dave Roberts rips MLB for reducing opportunities for black players. Now I'm not gonna get into that. I mean, we could sit here all day long and we could sit here and handpick about race and inequality, but at the end of the day, there's certain people that just don't want everybody to have the same opportunities or don't want to do whatever. I'm just gonna put it like that. Okay, I'm not gonna go into no fucking conspiracy theories or whatever. There's this thing that wants us all to be separate and hang separate and die separate and whatever. Then you got people telling you, hey, it's okay where it's a small world like in Disneyland. Don't get me started about Disney either. Believe you me. Believe you me. And the Angels issue ultra rare intentional walk with bases loaded versus the Rangers. I mean that's an unwritten rule. You just like, what the heck? What the heck are you doing? So we got the bottom of the sixth, 0-0 between Baltimore Orioles hosting the Yankees here. We got top of the sixth where the Minnesota Twins and Boston Red Sox are 0-0. We're top of the fifth here where the Nationals lead the Pirates 3-0. We're in the bottom of the fourth where the Toronto Blue Jays lead 3-0. We're in the bottom of the fifth here, 4-0 Giants over the Cleveland Guardians. Top of the fifth, Arizona Diamondbacks and New York Mets 0-0. Bottom of the fourth here, 5-0 Marlins over the Phillies. The We're going to the top of the third here, where Tampa Bay leads 4-0 over the White Sox, and we're in the bottom of the second, where Milwaukee leads 3-0 over St. Louis, and we're going to the bottom of the second, where the Angels lead 1-0 here. All right, let's go. Let's check in on our NBA score here. Okay, so we got a 99-70, so almost a 30. So now the Miami Heat they may almost put their lead up to 30 points now, with 7 minutes and 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter in the game. I mean, kind of, I kind of figured this here. Miami was not going to show up here. I mean, Miami was going to show up, and Atlanta was not. So we are definitely, top notch there. And I forgot to tell you guys, there was a protester. Uh, this woman, I'm gonna say middle-aged white woman. I guess bought a ticket to the Timberwolves and Grizzlies, and shot something onto the court or whatever, and then she began to chain herself to the basket. Well, they had to stop the game, and of course, they had to take this. They had to apprehend the woman and you know get her off being chained onto this. I mean, I don't know why she was doing this. Maybe some sort of women's issues, rights, or something. I mean, there's always some reason why somebody goes on the court, runs out there butt naked, streaking on the field, or somebody's protesting in the name of whatever it is. But interesting thing there yesterday here. And then also in that broadcast here, the Timberwolves and Grizzlies, it basically got marred by jackhammering audio disruption. So I don't know what was going on between that that game was just they had a lot of weird stuff going along. Weird stuff going on there. All right, it's 101-74 now with 6:08 to go. So Miami's well in hand. Got this well in hand. Looks like started off good. Starting this Easter off really well with my NBA bets here with the Miami Heat on the money line. I mean, it was only minus what was it? Minus 260, I think it was. Yeah, well, minus 290. Minus 290. Minus 290 on the Heat money line. I got the Nets money lines plus 150. The Bulls plus 10.5 on the spread, and Pelicans plus 10.5 on the spread. That was minus 110. Obviously, I got the Braves, and you got the A's here. The A's need to get their crap together, but A's are one of those strange teams to bet on here. We're getting into baseball here, and I'll start. I'm gonna sit here and talk about my bets here. We're gonna go run through them and check out, you know, what I picked, which what obviously all my parlays did not cash. Okay, I want everybody to know I bet parlays. So basically, while I'm just adding up, which ones I picked were right and which ones were wrong. That's only for personal count. But as far as me betting wise, I haven't won anything here. I've won zero, 1-0, 1-0. I've come close a couple times by losing either one game or one or two teams costing me a 7 or 8 parlay. So people always ask me, why do you do it? Is it? I'm not doing it to make a living. That is just really that's dumb. That's dumb. I might as well get all my money and throw it out there in a game of craps and have a better risk than betting on the stock market, crypto, or even sports betting here. But needless to say, I like to go down and tell you who I picked, you know, and whether it worked out or not. It's not like I'm got some algorithm and I'm sitting here saying, well, by by the algorithm tells me that this team has a they have a 22% more chance of beating this team because history shows that this team dominates this team in historical fashion, and this team is when anything can happen on any given day, any given Sunday, any given day in sports. I mean, it shows happen that the upsets can happen, the underdogs can bark and win, and the favorites can choke. The favorites can just crush the underdogs. I mean, that's just how that is. A gamble is a risk. Gamble is a risk. And I just like to do it for $1, and it's fun. Just a fun 8 to 7 teams. Just throw it out there. Boom, I'll take this team. Do, 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 do. Boom, and if it wins, it wins. It's just like somebody goes in and gets a quick pick. Yeah, you hope you're gonna win, but you're not like, oh man, I'm putting my whole life online. Oh no, if I don't win, oh my god, I'm putting all my happiness and all my joy in this ticket. Oh man, and then you lose, and then you're pissed off and angry at the world. Yeah, I mean, I might be mad at the team for not covering, but I'm not like, well, fuck you. I'm gonna burn down your school. I'm gonna burn down your everything. I'm gonna, fuck you. You cost me my life. You shit my shit. Now I'm gonna shit on you. Now, I mean, but now we got a 106-76 here with 4:58, so it's a 30-point lead now. I mean, pretty much we don't even have to. I mean, it's all but it's all but over here, to say the least here. But yeah, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go over what was this? What was it? Yeah. So we started the week off. We started the week off with baseball, MLB. There was no NBA games on Monday, so we skipped that there. Let's just come down here. Sit down here for a bit here. I just like to stretch my legs and stretch my back. It's a good thing to get a good stretch on. Proper stretching and all that helps you not get fucking helps you not pull hamstrings. Helps you be more flexible. That way your bones and body doesn't ache and shake and crack and break. But that's just whatever. All right, so let's go to the MLB here. We're gonna go to MLB here. We're gonna go to the 11th here, and we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back here. Back in time here. So let's start on Monday. We'll start on Monday because that's what I like. That's what I like to do. I like to go back. I like to go back and basically show people like what was my bet. What was the bet. What was. All right, so Monday, I believe we took a what was it? One, two, three, four, 6, 7, 8, 9. We did 9. All right. So we had our first bet that we made was we had the under 10 runs in the Rockies and Rangers. We had the Tigers money line. We had the under 8.5 runs in the A's and the Rays. We had the under 9 runs in the Mets and Phillies. We had the over 9 runs in the Blue Jays and Yankees. We had the under 9.5 in the Nationals and the Braves. We had the under 9 runs in the Mariners and Twins. We had the Marlins on the money line, and we had the over 8.5 runs in the Giants and Padres. Well, let's see here. Rockies went final in 10 innings. They went exactly 10 runs. So we got the win there. Then we also had the Tigers, Tigers on the money line. So that covered us there. Well, we come to the A's and the Rays under 8.5 runs. Well, it went 15 runs. Athletics put up 13 runs to the 2, so that killed the bet. That was the first bet killer. The first bet killer, I should say. And then we had Phillies. We had Phillies and the Mets under 9. And it went exactly 9 runs. So we won there. We won that there. It did not go over 9 runs. And so the next one we had was the Blue Jays and the Yankees. We had the Blue Jays and Yankees here. Blue Jays and Yankees, we had over 9 runs and it only went 3 runs. It only went 3 runs. So that was the second bet killer right there. Then we had the Nationals and the Braves under 9.5 runs, and that went over, obviously. The Nationals won 11-2 there, went 13 runs, so that's the third loss. Then we had the Mariners, the pride of the Mariners here. Mariners. We had Mariners and Twins under 9 runs, and it was 4-0. Twins won that one, so we got the fourth there. That's the fourth there, and then the Marlins. We had them outright winning, and they lost 6-2. So there goes number 4 right there. And then we had the over 8.5 runs in the Padres and Giants, and it went to 6. So we lost there. So in turns, when it comes to baseball, we started the week off 4-5 out of 9 here. So 5 teams. It didn't matter. One of the five teams definitely lost, so definitely killed the parlay there. Now we got April. We got the 12th here. Sure though, we got NBA here and MLB here. All right, so I can close this one here. And like I said, I like to keep it for the whole weekend review here. Let's go to the 12th, which is right here. Here's the 12th. Yep. All right. Alrighty then here. We're gonna go to the 12th here as far as baseball. We'll do our best here. We'll do our best to, we'll do our best to really do our very best to, I just want to tell you exactly. Okay, so Tuesday's bet, we had the 2 playing games, plus we had the Major League Baseball. The first bet we made was the team total under 8 runs in the Guardians and Reds. We had the Tampa Bay Rays minus a run and a half on the spread. We had the Mets money line. We had the Orioles money line. We had the under 9 runs in the Dodgers Twins. We had the under 8.5 runs in the Pirates and Cubs. We had the Nets money line, and we had the Clippers +3. All right. So first bet right out the gate, under 8 runs. That was the first bet that did not cash for us. The Cleveland Guardians won 10-5 that day, so they put up 15 runs. So that was the first. That was the bet killer right off the bat. Then we had the Rays that ended up winning 9-8 in 10 innings here. So that was number two that killed us there. We had the Mets on the money line. They ended up winning 2-0 in a shutout fashion. So that was one win there for us. Pirates and Cubs, we had under 8.5. Pirates and Cubs only scored 3 runs combined, so that was a W there. And then we had the Dodgers and Twins here. And Dodgers under 9 runs, and it went 9 runs. That's 3. So we had 5. We picked 5. So, so we were legitimately 3-2. 3-2 as far as 3-2. Yeah, 3-2 as far as the Major League Baseball goes. Then we go to the NBA here. Where basically we went 1-1. We went 1-1. The Nets, the Nets beat Cleveland on the money line, and the Clippers lost by 5 against the Timberwolves. So we were 1-1 there. So put 3 there. All right. So overall, we were 4. We were 4-3 overall on the day of April the 12th. Let's see here. NBA. Sure, we had NBA and MLB here. All right. So we don't need the 12th, so we got that one already knocked out of the way. So we need the 13th here now. You look for the 13th here. And here we go there. All right. All right, let's go to the 13th here. Let's go to the 13th here in baseball. All right. So 13th, we bet 1, 2, 3, 4. We bet 4. We bet 4. What do you call it? 4 baseball games and two two uh 2 NBA playing games here. All right. So we had the Rays. We had Tampa Bay Rays to win by a run and a half, so they had to win by 2. We had the under 8 runs in the Blue Jays Yankees. We had the team total under 8 runs between the Brewers and the Orioles. We had the Mariners money line. We had the Charlotte Hornets money line, and he had the San Antonio Spurs money line. So let's get down to business here. Let's get down to business here. First one on it, the Rays. Tampa Bay lost by 2 runs, so that was the parlay killer right off the bat. And then we had Yankees and Blue Jays under 8 runs. It went 10. So that was parlay killer number 2. Then we had the Brewers and Orioles under 8 runs. That went 6. So that actually was a dub. And then Mariners, they outright lost by 2. So as far as MLB was, we went 1-3. That was not a good day of MLB here. 1-3 there. And then NBA here. NBA we had the Hornets money line over the 13th. All right. Wednesday the 13th. Oh yeah, we had the Charlotte over the we had Charlotte over the Hawks here. That did not work, so that's 4. And then also the San Antonio Spurs. That was 5. So we were 0-2, 0-2 when it came to NBA here. We were 0-2 here as of the. So it wasn't a very good betting day as far as the April 13th is concerned here. All right, so we got that down. All right, the 10th. Oh yeah. All right, I think we only did. Yeah, I think. Well, we didn't do any NBA, so I think all we did on this date was Major League Baseball here. I think we went 10 team here. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. No, we went 9. We went a 9 teamer here. So let's get back to the Major League Baseball here. Oh, the A's are down 3-2 now here. The A's are trying to come back here. 14th here. All right, we're in the 14th here. All right, so 14th was just straight MLB parlay here. We had the Cardinals money line. We had the under 9 runs in the Phillies and Marlins. We had the Yankees to win by a run and a half. We had the team total under 8.5 runs in the Angels Rangers. We had the under 9 runs in the Pirates and the Nationals. We had the under 7.5 runs between the Braves and Padres. We had the Royals to win by a run and a half. We had the under 11 runs in the Cubs and Rockies, and the under 8.5 runs in the Reds and Dodgers. So the first matchup here, we had Cardinals. They did not win. So again, first leg parlay killer here. Then we had the Phillies and Marlins. The Marlins won 4-3, so that stayed under the 9 runs. So that gave us the win on that bet there. We had the Yankees. Yankees to win by two runs. They won 3-0. So that was number 2 win there. Then we had the Angels. We have the Angels and Rangers here. Angels and Rangers under 8.5 runs. It went 15 runs. So that was an L. An L there. Then we went Nationals. Nationals and Pirates here. Oh, it went 13 runs there. 13 runs there. So that was another loss. That's 3 losses already here. You had the Cardinals. Cardinals money line lost. The under 8.5 runs in the Angels and Rangers, and then the under 9 runs in the Nationals and Pirates. Then we had the under 7.5 with the Braves and Padres. That went over 13. Then we had the Royals. Royals to win by 2. They lost by 2, so that's 5 losses right there. And we had the Cubs and the Rockies. Went under 11 runs and went to 7, so that's a win there. And then Reds and Dodgers here, and under 8.5, it went over to 12. So 3-6. We went 3-6 here. Went 3-6 here as far as April 15th here. Sure, we got NBA and MLB on there. That way I can give you the grand total, and that way I'll tell you today's. Well, we're not gonna grand total it today because we have to wait till all the other games get over with here. And there it is here. Yep. I think. All right. So let's do that here. We'll go the 15th here. All right, 15th we had Cavs money line. We had Pelicans minus the 1. We had under 9 runs in the Orioles and Yankees. We had the A's money line. We had the Cardinals money line. We had the Braves money line, and we had the over 9 runs in the Dodgers and Reds and Dodgers. Okay, so we'll go with the baseball first here. So we'll go with the under 9 runs in the Yankees game and went to 3 runs, so that was a dub. Dub ski there. We had the A's. A's outright beating Toronto. Nope, they lost, so that was L number 1 there. We had the Cardinals. We had the Cardinals here. They won 10-1 here. And we had the Braves. They won 5-2, so that was 3. And then, yep, then the Dodgers and Reds went under. Yep, they went under 9 runs, so that was 4. So MLB, we only lost 1 game. That was betting on the A's here. Maybe I need to stay away from the A's here. Maybe the A's are my nemesis here. I'm betting here. So we were 4-1 there, and I think the NBA we were 1-1 because I know the Pelicans beat the Clippers and then the Cavaliers lost to the. So we were 1-1 there. April 16th, which was last night. NBA here and MLB here. So not bad as far as the MLB goes there. So we'll go MLB last night here, or yesterday, I should say. So we'll definitely get on that front here. All right. So we took the team over 208 points in the Jazz and the Mavericks. We took the Raptors plus the 4.5, and we took the team total under 237.5 between T-Wolves and Grizzlies. We took the Warriors money line. We took the under 8.5 runs in the A's and Blue Jays. We took the Tigers money line. We took the under 9 runs in the Nats and Nats and the Pirates, and we took the Reds money line here. So that's what the bet was yesterday here. That is what the bet was yesterday here. All right, so let's go over it here. We'll go over it says we're at baseball first here. A's and the Blue Jays. That one went over 12 runs here, so that killed that parlay here. Killed the parlay really well here. Then I had Tigers money line. They did not win. They lost 3-1. Then we have Nats and Pirates here. And the Nats and the Pirates here. Under 9 runs that went over 10 runs, so by one. And Reds did not win, so that was an L there. So we lost all 4 games here in MLB yesterday. We did not win a single game of MLB yesterday. 0-4 here, 0-4 in it. And NBA, if I'm not mistaken, I was 1-3. Because the Warriors outright won. So that was the only win out of the day I had on my bet parlay here. The Jazz and Mavericks went under. Raptors got smoked, and T-Wolves and Grizzlies went 247. So we were 1-7 here. 1-7 here. 1-7. That was definitely a terrible day here. 1-7 here. And then we got today here. We have NBA, and we got Major League Baseball here. There we go. That one's done. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so we did today's bet. Heat money line, Nets money line, Bulls plus 10.5 on the spread, Pelicans plus 10.5 on the spread, under 8 runs in the Yankees and Orioles, A's money line, under 11 runs in the Cubs and Rockies, and Braves money line. And if all those teams correct so far the Heat has won. The Heat has won so far. So actually, my first leg is covered for this parlay here. But if the A's don't get 2 more runs, then and this parlay will be dead here. And it's my Easter parlay. So that's what we have been doing. We've been doing it, for a long time. We do the sports here and all for fun. And yeah, I don't got bells and whistles, and yeah, you got to hear me talk and shit like that, and this and that nature and stuff like that, man. But yeah, I try to do my best here. Shaved off my beard here, shaved my Gandalf beard, and got my hair, try to look nice. Got a nice little button-up shirt on here, and and like I said, I don't care. People come here, and people don't come here. People come to watch me. People hear me rant, hear me rave, People criticize me. I don't. I do this because I love doing it. I don't need people here in order to bring myself content and to be myself. Now, that's the problem with a lot of people. And I'm going to say this, and it's going to offend a lot of people. Most people want attention. And sometimes you might want the attention, but you might not get the right attention, is what I'm saying. You should be happy with yourself and happy that you're alive and do what you do, whether there's a crowd or not. And that's how I've always been. Nobody has to know me. I don't need a million quadrillion fucking people flopping all over me or cussing at me or threatening my life or whatever. That's not the point. The point is you get to do what you want to do, and I get to sit up here and I get to talk sports and I get to go off and rant and rave. But that's just who I am. I'm a human fucking being. I'm not a fucking robot. I'm not some piece of shit idiot that's gonna be controlled. I mean, you're gonna tell me what to fucking do, and just because some other idiot, then I'm gonna go follow him aimlessly off to the fucking face of the earth, or some being or whatever. And just because I smoke weed and I drink or I whatever, oh, I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist. I'm a wild. People could say whatever they want about me. I don't give a shit. When I was a kid, yeah, I fed into that shit because I was in the wrong mind state and the wrong attitude. See, if you're in the wrong mind state and the wrong attitude, you're gonna be in a fucking bad place. And you could be talked up. You can have Sanjay Gupta, Jopak Chopra, his descendants fucking put their hands on you, pray over you, do all the magical things in this world, but it isn't gonna stop you from death or destruction or the the bad things that are to come. Bad things just happen. We act like we're being punished by God or the devil wants to fuck with us all the time. Maybe this is just what happens in life. Maybe we just go through these things. We go through the good times. We go through the okay times. We go through the fucked up times. The times that we suffer the worst. We lose loved ones. We lose our own lives. Lose ourselves. Whatever. But the beauty of it is there's redemption. There's the willing to overcome and overcoming the triumphs and overcoming the all the obstacles and everything put in your way and everything. It feels so much better and greater. But see, we don't look at the fight that way. We look at the fight like, oh well, we're just getting punished and no, well, fuck this shit and fuck these people and just an attitude of we don't care anymore. We say we're caring people, but the actions speak louder than the words that the words that we speak, our actions basically reciprocate whether you're saying and doing what you say, you're doing what you're saying, or you're just saying some shit and doing something totally opposite. That's what a hypocrite is. That it was a two-faced person. That's what's called hypocrisy. When you're telling people to do this way, but you're actually doing it a different way, that's hypocrisy. And see, that's the way of the world we live in. We live in a world of hypocrisy. Don't do, don't do, don't do is what I do. Do is what I tell you to do. That's what we live in today, in this day. And people can live in fucking denial all they want. They can say that it's white people's fault, and you can sit here and blame all the excuses of the world. But at the end of the day, we have a choice. We can either choose to listen to the bullshit, we can have a choice to change this, or to stand up and to fight against this, or to lay down and not do anything and let it overcome us and let people just chirp, 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 whether it's sports or not sports. That's what it is. And like I said, I can just sit up here and talk all day. I'm already on an hour of supposedly a holiday, and it's like don't know I can sit here and talk all day about everything, but at the end of the day, nobody's gonna come here and see it except for a couple people that are my friends and want to see it. Everybody else is just numb and dumb to the bullshit. And that's why I don't get upset. That's why I don't get up here and get charged on people. Start saying, fuck you. You don't come support me. Why don't you come watch me? Why don't you do this and that? Why aren't you in my fucking chats? Why aren't you speaking up? Why aren't you doing it? Because I get to do what I fucking want to do. And I get to control every fucking thing and aspect that goes on here. I get to control that shit. Not someone else, but me. And I love a lot of people, but some people have it fucked up out here thinking that you're gonna have you're gonna be some brilliant dude, and everybody's gonna be chilling and hanging out in your room, and all the hot shit and all the cool people are gonna say all the fly shit and cool shit. There's gonna be people in there talking shit all the time. There's people just come in your chat just to troll you. When you give them the energy and you give them the fucking time, that's what happens. Oh, but I'm supposed to get in your room and I'm supposed to make your room my room too, and we're supposed to all just. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. It's your shit. I'm supposed to only be a part of it and help you out and be there. But I'm not gonna sit here and talk shit to people and make it like it's some shit talking session. You get what I mean? A lot of people want to get up in here and talk shit to people and want to get up in here and whatever, get behind the keyboard and not show your fucking face. So you know who I look like. This is what I look like. This isn't an illusion. This is no fucking Hollywood. I got wrinkles. I got crow's feet. I got all that type of shit. I got fucked up teeth. I got all that types of shit. But this is me. This is the real Kenny you're getting. You're not getting no fake motherfucker. You ain't getting nobody that's got. I hate people who say, "Oh, your customer." You're like, "Motherfucker, fuck." I don't care. I don't care. I control myself to someone, but when I get passionate, and I cuss. That's just bottom line. I don't cuss because I want to be a fucking piss poor mouth person. It's the only thing that people fucking reciprocate is when you cuss their ass out or you fucking talk shit to them. And that's the wrong answer in the wrong way. But no one cares anymore. You know what I mean? But let's get it. Let's get a little update here. We're gonna get a little update here. Let's get a little update on the scores here. We get a little bit of update here. Give you a little bit of update here. All right, we're at the top of the eighth here, where it is 0-0 between the Yankees and the Orioles. We got bottom of the seventh here. Boston leads 2-1 over Minnesota now. We got the bottom of the sixth here. We have the Washington Nationals up 3-0 over the Pittsburgh Pirates. We got the top of the sixth. It is 4-2. 4-2 Blue Jays. Top of the sixth. Athletics got to get a couple more runs here. And then we got the top of the seventh here. We got the San Francisco Giants up 6-0 over the Cleveland Guardians. We got the bottom of the sixth where it's still scoreless between the Diamondbacks and the Mets. We have the top of the sixth where it's 1-7 Marlins over the Phillies. We have the bottom of the fourth here where it's 4-1. The Tampa Bay Rays are leading in Chicago. The bottom of the fourth here, it is 3-3 between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Milwaukee Brewers in the fourth. Top of the fourth here, we have a 4-3 ball game. Angels lead 4-3 over the Rangers. Top of the fourth. Top of the third, we have the Cubs leading the Rockies 3-0. And then let's go to the NBA right quick here to get a scoring update on the Nets and the Celtics here. All right, we got a 6-6 ball game here between the Nets and the Celtics right now with 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first half. All right. So I'm just gonna end it right now. I just wanted to go over my bets for the week, kind of how I did, what's going on, give some little live play-by-play broadcast. Just that's what I do. And I'm sorry that I don't got fancy scoreboard things like going around, but eventually that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna have a scoreboard. So if I am on when there's games on, that there could be like a little ticker, do like a little ticker thing. I want to eventually do a fantasy ticker. So, but other than that, I just enjoy coming up on here and doing what I do, best, and that's come up on here is talk sports and you know give you my opinion, give you how I feel. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you some bullshit that I'm not really about or this or that, and I'm not gonna sit here and yell at you or get all crazy, wide eyed or whatever. I want to have a conversation with people, and if we can't have the conversation, then we might as well just go out at war. We might as well just kill each other at that point because nobody's gonna get down and sit down because they don't want to listen. They don't want to listen to the other side. They don't want to whatever. But in society, it's more than just what you and your and segments of your people want. It's what's best for everybody, not just for a marginal or minute or minorities segment of the population. It's what's best for everybody. But see, everything's been distorted and fucked up to where you don't know what the truth is. And so we're all believing lies and half truths and half lies and then going on with it like it's like it's fucking the golden rule. But whatever. So hopefully, you enjoy this Sunday. I'm sure a lot of people have Monday off, so it'd be, great 2 days, to spend this time with the people that you love and care for. Don't celebrate it because the fucking Easter bunny or fucking it's supposed to be some Christian Jesus rose from the grave type shit. Jesus did, but not when these people, want to place it. And plus, most of these people want to claim to be holy, but they're not fasting. They didn't fast up to the week leading up to Easter, and that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to give up things. You're supposed to fast. You're not supposed to eat certain things, and if but does it mean you're going to go to heaven or hell? I mean, I don't know. I'm not sitting here to say that you are or you're not. It's not my it's not my place to say that you're going to hell or you're going to heaven. It's just my place is just to be a human being and try to encourage to be better. And that's what I try to be every day. I'm not a perfect person by no means and no stature. And there's things that I have to, better myself that, I've let go and neglected on because I just, put others before me. And, that's part of why I need to learn that I need to take care of myself and then take care of other people, not just take care of the people and satisfy their happiness because that'll make me happy, but not really make me happy. Just shut them up and make them happy. And then when it comes to my happiness, I give it second fiddle, and that's not right, and that's not what you should do. But take care of yourselves today and tomorrow, and every day should be take care of yourself and value yourself and value others, and let's try to make this world a better place, even though we know it's not a very good place at this time, and that we can have conversations, and that we shouldn't hate each other because we have a difference of opinion or difference of views, but we should hold each other accountable for our actions and for the consequences of our actions. But until that day, blessings, prayers, and thoughts to everybody, and we're done.